A while back, I started to really think about what makes a good story. What makes people want to get up out of their chair and be motivated to do something? It's a question I pondered to Charlene, an agile coach and friend of mine, in one of our one-to-one meetings. So we started our journey. We read books and we looked through the internet, and whilst we didn't have a compass or a map to follow, we knew that stories matter and that a good one will stick with you for years. At first, we stumbled. The stories were okay, but they didn't draw you in. They weren't vivid. They made a point, but the point had no teeth. There was no blood in the water. What's missing? Charlene would ask. What's the outcome? The thing that hooks you in? We need to keep it punchy. We need to show people the struggle. If we create that, we're halfway there, I said. No story without struggle. Struggle is where meaning lives. Struggle is where people see themselves. So we stopped being afraid to lean into that. When we told a story, it wasn't a clean or a neat thing. It was jagged and uncertain and filled with, that's not quite what I expected moments. And that's when people leaned in. Our storytelling became less about presenting and more about pulling people into our fight. Whether it was a tale about teaching people to snowboard or surviving an organisational transformation, we didn't just say what happened, we made people feel it. Fear, self-doubt, loss. Those tiny imperfections found the connection we were searching for, and we saw it in their eyes, the way they started to nod, or to laugh, or to challenge. They weren't just hearing the story, they were leaning into it, living it with us. That was the moment we knew we were onto something. I remember wrapping up one of my favourite and now newly improved stories and wondering, did they get it? Was that my point? They seemed engaged, and a few weeks later the proof was there. The teams had accelerated their efforts and processes far beyond my expectations. I excitedly shared my experiences with Charlene. It was then that we discovered a core truth. No story without struggle, no redemption without resolution. And here's the thing, we are always learning. Our storytelling is not a skill to master. It's a practice like yoga or painting or learning to snowboard. You keep showing up and you keep chipping away at it. We're not even close to done. The stories are endless and our journey continues. Those simple rules to guide us. No story without struggle, no redemption without resolution.